Good day, listeners, and welcome to our second episode about the Integrated Performing Arts syllabus. Last week, we revised what the expectations are for Grade 8 IPA. Today, we will be looking at the specific themes as set out in the curriculum and how learners can approach creating a performance incorporating the new skills learnt at Grade 9 level. In the last program, we met Ms. Olivier and her Grade 9 IPA class. Let's go back to the classroom and see what's happening.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashore shells. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashore shells.
Last time, double speed.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashore shells.
Oh, well done, Grade 9s. Give yourselves a round.
Woohoo!
So, Grade 9s, you are getting better by the day. You probably know what I'm going to ask next. Yes, Henrique?
Miss Olivier, you were going to say, what was the purpose of doing a tongue twister in IPA?
Yes, exactly. So, Mr. Henrique, and what are you going to answer?
The voice is one of the most important tools for any performer. You need to exercise it regularly, like an athlete needs to do certain fitness routines to develop strength and flexibility. Tongue twisters like we did now are done to help an actor with pronunciation and articulation.
Excellent. And Carmen, can you please explain what articulation means?
Of course. Articulation is learning to say words clearly so each letter is heard.
Nguvi, can you define pronunciation?
Pronunciation is to say a word correctly.
Can you give us an example?
Henrik.
Henrique, you read my mind.
Yes, I can. I sit down is incorrect pronunciation. I sit down is correct.
Whoa! Go, Nguvi! Grade 9s, if you carry on like this, you won't need a teacher. I'm so proud of your progress. And Mr. Henrique, can you tell me what it means when I say project your voice?
Projection is when you speak loudly, I think.
Carmen, could you add to that?
It's not really how loud you speak. It's how far your voice carries.
Exactly. When you breathe correctly, your voice travels further. That is another reason that you do breathing and vocal exercises. If you just speak louder and louder, you can actually damage your voice. Now, these are all concepts you should have learned in Grade 8. What else did you learn? Goofy?
We learned how important set and costumes are for a performance.
Yes, and Henrik, what is a set or the setting of a performance?
A set is the physical furniture and background of the stage, which gives the audience clues about the time and place the performance takes place.
For example, when we did our performance about littering, we put a dustbin, trash, and some benches on stage to make it look like a schoolyard.
Oh yeah, and we wore school uniforms except for George, who was the teacher.
But ma'am, technically the trash was actually props or properties because we picked them up, right?
You are correct, Nguvi. Anything that is handled on a stage is called a prop, short for property. The rest is set or furniture that creates the place in which the drama happens. So, let's try an example. What would you put on stage as a set to show me that we are in Namibia in 1990?
Ma'am, that's easy. The Namibian flag. Or some of those wooden giraffes.
I agree with the flag, but those wooden giraffes are also made in other African countries.
I know. A portrait of the President Hage Geingob, because all official ministries have that.
That's an excellent idea, Henry, but there's one detail you are missing. Can anyone help? Yes, John.
You said it was 1990, so the president was our founding father.
President Nyoma.
Exactly. Also, I did not give you enough details about where we are. Is it a house, a room, a school, a ministry office? Everything on stage needs to reflect that time, period, and place in Namibia. So, no characters using smartphones and laptops.
So our characters would be wearing all those awful 90s clothes? Padded shoulders? Power suits?
Well, of course, that depends on who your characters are. For example, if you're playing a headman of a village, you would be perhaps wearing traditional clothes.
So if I play a tourist, I can wear khaki and sandals with socks?
Ngui, in grade 9, research plays a big role. We will be looking at performances from different cultures and time periods. So, in order for you to get the set, costumes, and props right, you will need to do a lot of research. So, from now on, each task you do will have a research component.
Miss, I have no idea how one does research.
Ugh, Henrik, it's easy. You just Google everything.
That's just easy for you to say, Carmen. Not all of us have access to unlimited internet, you know.
True. Carmen, as wonderful as the internet is, not a lot of cultural information about Namibia is available. No, you people will have to learn the old-fashioned way. But for this first project, I will help you. So, listen very carefully to your tasks. Nguvi, could you please hand out these worksheets? I have divided you into groups of 4. Each group has a short script which deals with different Namibian cultures, time periods, and places. You will have 2 weeks to do research and create appropriate sets, costumes, and props. And I have booked the computer lab for the next class. So you have 40 minutes for a reading and research and discussion.
Oh, sounds great. But enough talking.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, dear listeners, we hope that after today's program, you understand the importance of set, costumes, and props when presenting a performance. All these elements give the audience an indication of the time, place, and culture in which the performances take place. Furthermore, these elements help to give an indication of the status and occupation of a character. For example, if you use a nurse's uniform. And we also introduced the importance of doing thorough research of a particular time and a particular culture. Please do join us for our next program, where we will be looking in detail at what research methods you can use to stage a performance that is accurate to the time period.
This program was brought to you by NAMCOL with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Commonwealth of Learning.